So a new Splatoon 3 Direct came out. So let's talk about it. Why not? Oh man, am I sure glad that Octo expansion solved racism. Good for them.
Oh yeah, bro! That's f***ing Gex.
All that I gotta say is that you don't have to spam climb, so that's cool. I hate fucking spamming the B button until the end of goddamn time and burning a fucking hole in my finger. Oh yeah, also the roll is definitely gonna be abused. Okay, moving on. I honestly love the aesthetic of just like the Splatlands and the stages that come with it, because I'm sort of just like a huge fan of like in the middle of buttfuck nowhere kind of places, and the Splatlands kind of feels like that. It kind of gives me a Borderlands-esque feel, but not really, because Borderlands is a lot more like, you know, broad. Also, seeing returning stages was actually a surprise to me at first, because I thought that Splatoon 3 was sort of like a everything is dead except for this kind of place kind of deal. But I was completely wrong with that. And of course, more stages, as is the Splatoon way. Error1 please come back to me. So all old weapons will be returning, that's cool. However, there are two new types of weapons, those being the Destiny 2 bow for your epic Destiny 2 bow montage videos. Surprisingly enough, they actually have quite a lot in common, but I'm not going to go over that because I do not want to ever play that game ever again. There's also the Splatanas, which are sort of like a longer range ink brush, but shorter width at the same time, and also has this like uppercut attack that instantly kills anyone at close range, so we'll see how that goes. So it does seem pretty good, although I will always love the ink brush. Bless up ink brush. For the first time in a Splatoon game, already existing specials are going to be returning. Well, except for the Bomb Rush that's been in both games. And of course you have a bunch of new ones, for example, the Remote Caffeinator from Risk of Rain 2, the Portable Boss Fight phase, because for some reason all bosses have this like wave attack that you have to jump over, and I see it a lot in like any boss for some reason. And of course the 50-foot Sharpedo plush. There's also some specials that they didn't really showcase at all, like the 8 mini killer whale kind of thing, and also the crab tank. I'm super interested in the fucking crab tank. I just want to see what it does. And also the web slinger from the PS4 Spider-Man game, because apparently this web slinger will be much better than the PS4 Spider-Man game. And maybe there's more specials that they haven't showed us at all, who knows. I've always liked that the Splatoon games have changed up the specials in basically every single game, since it keeps the game fresh.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs? You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
All the shops are basically the same gameplay-wise, except for the weapon shop, which has these new like license things that you earn by leveling up or leveling up a certain weapon. It actually introduces the only way to unlock weapons early, which is pretty cool, honestly. Also, just look at this dude. Holy shit. And holy shit, look at this fucking man's glow up. What the fuck? Although there's a pretty big difference in terms of the actual shop lineup, which the next shop has to do with. There's gonna be a new feature in the game called lockers, which is sort of a way to represent yourself, I guess. I mean, I do think it's a cool idea. You can definitely make some pretty kick-ass looking lockers by what this trailer has actually shown us. But you know damn well I'm just gonna fill it with fish, because that's funny. Also, you can report lockers. Nice.
Is that a donut?
This is probably like my favorite part of the Direct, is just all the different like quality of life changes that they've shown. during the direct. Like for example, being able to save your loadouts easily without the use of amiibo, being able to play in the test range while waiting for a match, being able to join friends easily in a game, thank fucking god, and the addition of battle replays, which is honestly a feature I've been wanting for a very long time, and now it's finally here, so awesome! Although one thing that I'm going to assume about battle replays is that it's like Smash Bros. In the fact that if the game updates, the replay is no longer compatible with the game and that you can't really play it anymore. That'd probably be the only downside, but other than that, it's still saving replays, which is still really cool. There's also this screen that I kind of want to look at for a second because it has a bunch of different interesting icons that might mean something. Get Stuff most likely refers to the Splatoon 3 app on the Nintendo Switch app, but it could honestly mean literally anything. View Replays is obvious. Battle Stats probably refers to your overall stats in games like turf covered, most used weapon, average kills, average deaths, that sort of stuff. Replay code makes me think that sharing replays generates a code that you can then share to other people, and that's how people actually view the replay when you click share. Edit splash tag is a thing that we'll get into later. Change name is pretty obvious, although I think this Splatoon, unlike Splatoon 2, will make it so your name in Splatoon is different from the one that you use on Switch, which is the name that Splatoon 2 used. And Splatfest region, aka probably the most interesting one to me. So Splatfests change depending on what region you're in, whether it be North America, Europe, or Asia. For example, in the October 2018 Splatfest, Americans had the choice between vampires and werewolves. In Europe, you had the choice between warm or cold breakfasts. And in Asia, you had the choice between fried food with or without lemon. And if this is the case that you can just straight up change the region that your Splatfest is in, that would honestly be really, really cool, because sometimes we get some lame-ass fucking Splatfests in North America, and Japan or Europe gets some pretty kick-ass ones, so sometimes I might want to suffer the 200 ping just to be in a better Splatfest. But yeah, they kind of just fixed everything that I had a problem with in Splatoon 2. It feels like Nintendo is actually listening to what the fans have to say and the fans' criticism, which is really, really good to know, although it would really help if Nintendo did that for other games. Like I said, the lockers are basically a new form of customization. They didn't actually show off any more inkling or octoling customization, unless the stuff that they showed in the first Splatoon 3 trailer was all there was to it. Maybe not, who knows. Also, there's these splash tag things that I talked about earlier, which are just sort of like a customizable name tag with different backgrounds, titles, and a number. Is this fucking 1984? Oh yeah, and also badges that you can put on your splash tag by doing certain stuff, I think. Oh boy, I can't wait to show everyone that I'm fucking NZAP89 fanatic and have everyone hate me, because apparently people hated that weapon in Splatoon 2, I think. I literally have no idea. We also now have emotes, which are basically just poses that you do when you win, I'm pretty sure. In addition to that, there's now a catalog, which is sort of like a monthly shop where doing stuff in-game gives you catalog points to spend on the catalog, which is pretty cool. That means more content. And also, holy shit, oh my fucking god, oh my goodness gracious.
I'll be taking that one.
I honestly don't have a lot to say about this, although I'll definitely say that is a unique kind of spin on things. Instead of being real time, it's a turn-based strategy game, which is pretty cool. I still have no idea how it actually works, so I can't really say much. We're kind of just gonna have to wait and see how it plays when it actually comes out. The little card artwork is pretty cute though. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh yeah, the best game mode in Splatoon, here we come. So this is pretty similar to Salmon Run in Splatoon 2, but I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Although there are a few new additions, like being able to throw eggs to people, thank fucking God. In addition to new salmonid bosses like the Slammin' Lid and the... So this is post-editing me here. It has come to my attention that the joke that I was going to say, which involved the big shot, has already been done like several times now. So I don't think I need to repeat it any more than it already has. So the joke I was originally going to make is just going to be completely cut. So I hope everyone's fine with that. Okay. Back to the video. Big shot and also straight up raid bosses. Like this shit's just really fucking cool. Like imagine finishing up a really stressful last wave and then all you hear is just a really loud siren and just the text emergency on your screen. Like holy shit, that just feels like a really like epic moment. I don't say epic all that much, so that must mean it's pretty special. Big Run also seems pretty cool, which is basically just taking actual stages in the game and just putting salmonids in it. That will be pretty interesting. Also, this means salmon run events. Oh boy!
What the?
I said the Russians are here.
You said what?
The Russians are here.
Who is that?
Me.
You? What the fuck?
Personally, I love the fuck out of single player content in the Splatoon games. Splatoon 2's campaign was alright, and Octo Expansion was fucking amazing, and I hope to God Splatoon 3's story mode is basically of the same quality as Octo Expansion, because it's looking like it kinda is, to be real with you. Although you play as Agent 3 in this, and I thought you played as Agent 3 in Splatoon 1, although maybe I'm wrong, because I don't know shit about the Splatoon lore, but that was just kinda weird to me. Also, you got a little salmonid buddy, hell yeah. Most features from Splatoon 2 return, like the ability to draw, eat food, play locally, test out stages, take photos, amiibo, with the addition of new amiibo figures and... oh my god. Of course there's gonna be post-launch updates, as is the Splatoon way. New weapons, stages, and of course X battles and League battles are not forgotten. The existence of paid DLC is a nice thing to know, because if Octo Expansion told me anything, it's that Splatoon DLC is really fucking good. Though that fucking secret boss was like the hardest goddamn thing ever, Jesus Christ, and all I got was a goddamn pin! Obviously, with the new Splatoon game comes new idols. Splatoon 1 had Callie and Marie, Splatoon 2 had Pearl and Marina, and Splatoon 3 has Shiver, Fry, and Big Man, which is a trio instead of a duo. Funny enough, when I actually saw Big Man, I instinctively just called him Big Man without actually knowing that his name was in fact Big Man. Like, I was watching through it, and then I was like, wait, is his name actually fucking Big Man? And then I looked back and I was like, oh shit, it actually is, holy fuck. Shiver and Fry also look pretty cool, although I could play tic-tac-toe on Fry's forehead. I think my favorite aspect about this whole thing is that you're not forced to watch the news anymore. Thank you, Deep Cut, for not being like 1984. Because yeah, I love waiting about 1 to 2 minutes, not able to do anything. And then the maps rotate just as the news segment ends and you have to watch it all over again.
The Annoying Orange new series premieres starting right now, only on Cartoon Network.
In this, they also mention the Splatoon 3 world premiere, which is basically like a global test fire that Splatoon 1 and 2 had, but with a Splatfest tacked onto it. I think the idea of having 3 teams to choose from instead of 2 is definitely interesting. Get it? Because it's Splatoon 3, so there's 3. Although me and my one friend were kind of on the fence in terms of how these tricolor turf wars would actually play out. We basically thought it would be like a 4v2v2 all-out war, but in reality it's more like a 4v4 where one team is split into 2 groups but can still attack each other. Overall, it looks like a pretty fun time, and I'm super hyped for the fucking world premiere, and you know damn well I'm gonna be voting for fucking Big Man. Also, the music is just...
Yo, yo, yo! Ah!
By the looks of it, this game looks like the definitive version of Splatoon with just the most amount of content and just stuff to it. Although I am kind of worried that it's going to be like the last mainline Splatoon game that Nintendo makes. Obviously, I don't like just franchises being left in the dust. I am so sorry, F-Zero fans. But yeah, I'm just super hyped for this game, and it's rare for me to be hyped for a game. Splatoon is a series that I hold very deep to my heart. I've had a lot of history with Splatoon and just the game as a whole. It's probably one of my favorite franchises from Nintendo ever, and Splatoon, as it is, just being as high quality as it already is just a blessing. Even if this is our last rodeo with Splatoon, I definitely know that the Splatoon community will live on until the day we die. So good for them. I hope they add the funny Gangnam style emote from Fortnite into the game. That would be pretty cool and awesome and funny.